Hello, my dears. Happy full moon. Happy full moon in Capricorn at 1 degree. Welcome to our tarot reading for this full moon. This is a part of my full moon workshop that is completely donation based. It's offered complimentary on YouTube. I'm just so excited that you're here. What we are going to be doing today is a 4-card tarot spread from this full moon in Capricorn to the next full moon that is also in Capricorn, which I'm very excited about. And I might do an entire video about how special and specific that is, because the first full moon that we have that this reading is for is at 1 degree of Capricorn, and then the next full moon is at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So it is very rare that we get 2 full moons in the sign. Very rare. Very, very rare. So let's get started. It is a pleasure to be here with you. I'm going to let those be our qualifier cards. And, this is one of my first public tarot readings. This used to be a new moon and full moon Patreon group. And so I was called very specifically to put this out complimentary on YouTube. And so definitely go check out the new moon. The new moon in Gemini video called Ego, and that'll explain a lot. But the way that I do tarot readings is kind of like a Gemini telling a story. So this is the backdrop. This is our backdrop. Now I'm going to do the reading. And so the way that the actual reading is going to go, this is the situation as it exists right now. This is how the situation will change from this full moon to next full moon, 4 weeks, give or take. Who or what affects the situation, then the outcome. And I pull to get a major arcana, and then I always flip over the deck to be like, what are you hiding from me, kids? What are you hiding from me? And so I also, because this Capricorn, wanted to show you, this is the book that this reading comes from. And so if you're keen, you want to take a screenshot of it, you find it. It's the evolution spread. The situation as it exists right now, how the situation will evolve, someone or something that will affect the situation, and then the outcome. If you're into numerology, but a really incredible book. I, put all my notes in here, and I love doing that. So let's see what's going on. If it's not a resounding yes, don't do a thing. But it's also, you can live a lifetime in 1 day. And you can go down the corridor mentally. I call it saging down the timeline, where you're at a fork in the road. You're not really sure what to do. And so you just look down the timeline of option number 1, see how you feel, see how that makes you feel. 8, 8, 7, 7, cup, wand, see how it makes you feel. Cup, pentacle, page. And then come back and then sage down the other timeline. See how it makes you feel. And then come back, and I want you to make the decisions on how you feel. You're learning how to trust your gut. You're learning how to trust a lot of what cup, sword. 9, 9. Sorry. Name that show. Pentacles, Wands. Yeah, we have a lot of repeating numbers and patterns here. This is really cool. I love that for all of us. So how the situation exists right now. You're good. You're vibing. Life's good. You can enjoy the simple pleasures. You're like, yeah, I'm conscious having a human experience. You know, what of it? Life's happening. Things are good. But there's something missing. You know, this is the 9. 10 is the completed. And the 10 of Cups is, you know, that beautiful celebration. It's the rainbow over the, you know, celebratory family situation. So, you know that there's something that's missing. There's some pain that you're experiencing. There's a loneliness. There's a little bit of impatience is the wrong word. You know that you're not conforming, but you kind of want to. You kind of want to. You're kind of exhausted. You're kind of like, what is happening? It's a lot. There's a lot of glitches in the matrix. There's a lot going on. You want you want the thing that you've been manifesting for a while. You're allowed to have those desires. But there's something very unseen. I'm going to actually take my glasses off. I want to channel this a little more. There's something unseen. There's something hidden. There's something, you know, reversed pages can be a little bit of like, you know, they can be messengers. This can be like the student of the tarot. But this can also be, you know, there's, you know, like the fox guard in the hen house, or, you know, something's going on. In my introductory video to this full moon, it's titled, But I'm Daddy's Favorite. And you know, this is mother energy, capital M, and father energy, capital F. Cancer, mother, Capricorn, father. And so a lot of things are breaking up. A lot of things are just dissolving. I really, really, really want everyone to entertain that parable that I just gave. You know, I myself yesterday did that same thing. I had an entire cul-de-sac that I was looking down, and I was like, oh, there's this, there's this, there's this, there's this, there's this. But at the end, once I go down the cul-de-sac and come back around, there's excruciating pain. And I just said, no matter how much I want to walk down that corridor, I don't want to put my human being Sarah through that. You know, I'm very cognizant of the fact that I'm consciousness running my human avatar. And I can't do that to her. It's not fair. It's just not fair. She's been through enough. She's got things to do. She's on mission. She's doing her best. So how the situation will change, you might see a lot of things happening in the external, or you yourself might just be setting new boundaries. We have to trust something completely unseen right now. And I spoke of that in the introductory video. Definitely go check that out. We're taking a step off of the cliff in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. We're trusting God, our higher self, the universe, in a way that's, even if you don't know, let me rephrase, if what you want is not in front of you, just look to that future version of yourself and focus more on their habits, on what they do every day, and become them. There's incredible loneliness here. There's incredible, like, once you look down the corridor, you'll know the answers quickly. It will be a physical sensation in your body. That'll be something where you're like, oh, I want this. It's so easy. It's so effortless, but I can't do it. This is, you know, what's meant for you is only meant for you. It's just so beautiful. A lot of the messages that I'm receiving right now just really mirror what I put in the introductory video, which is, if you choose 8 out of 10 timeline, the universe will adapt to that being your highest timeline, and your highest timeline won't exist anymore. The planet is evolving at such a rapid pace that when you say yes, the universe responds. We know this. A lot of this is manifestation 101, where you're like, never find a parking spot. The universe is like, done. All I attract is really negative people. Done. I'm always this. Done. But when it's still new to you to say, you know, I am on my highest timeline, I'm only surrounded by beings that are of that highest timeline. They're working just as hard as you. So it's like bringing ancient sages together. Like literally, it's kind of like what I'm hearing right now, and the parable that my guides are giving me is, you know, when there's like a big conference where all, doesn't matter the realm, doesn't matter the arena, but it's like, when there's a big conference of big heavy hitters that are masters in their arena, A, they have busy schedules, and B, they get together once a year and they book way far in advance. Way far in advance. So I want you to, now that's a macro, I want you to look at it as a micro. And just say, okay, I know that I eventually have all these things. I know I eventually have all that, but that's not here. So I'm not going to take my lesser than option. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of something. You are, and we're really at this table, at this multidimensional cafe table. If you're new here, it's just you and I having coffee and tea, and we're talking about this full moon. It's just you and I transcending time and space. I just love YouTube so much. Just because they're not here doesn't mean they're not a part of this. And they're equally processing things. If you are a vibrational match to your queen, your king, your job, your client base, whatever that may be, they're going through things so similar to what you're experiencing right now. So choose you. I want you crying it out. I want you feeling every single feeling right now. I really do. It feels so awkward, but we're creating this new world with our thoughts, words, actions, and intentions. We are birthing an entire new universe. An entirely new universe. I'm going to do one more. I'm just going to let him pop and see what comes out. I want you to feel it. Random things are going to make you cry, and you're going to be given the opportunity, you know, Pentacle, Capricorn, Cardinal Pentacle energy, to, how do I say, to sit with the feeling of it in a very 3D way. But I really need you and want you, thank you so much, thank you, spending time with yourself to make the decisions that are best for you. Give it to the moon. Give it to the moon. Whenever big cards like this come up, you know, straight up, only the tower, only the crown, pardon me, not the tower, only the crown, that top-down authority gets knocked off. That's it. This way, it could be, you know, many different options with the reversals. And, you know, our major arcana is reversed. So let's find... That's the Ten of Cups that we were talking about before. Dang. So everything feels okay. You're setting a foundation that you've never set before. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. When it's reversed, this could be a few different options. So whomever this is for, just choose which one resonates with you. It could be a gentle breaking down of systems and patterns where you take your time between action and reaction to transmute that reaction into a response. It could be that the change is behind you and you're just picking up the pieces of gold within the rubble. That's super awesome. Or it could be that you feel this coming. A lot of tarot readers have been seeing this when they do readings for the collective. You know, I live within the United States. We have 2 full moons in Capricorn. Pluto's going to go back into Capricorn later this year, September, October, November. I know. We see all those structures crumbling. We see, you know, we've had our Pluto return. There's so much changing. So I love that this is coming out straight up now, where you know what's to come. I might do a whole video on dreams. I have numerous videos on dreams. So if you just put into your YouTube search engine, Sarah Botticelli dreams, there's a few that will come up, but it's been so intense for many people that I might do an entire just new video, like an update on what the dream space looks like, because you're just being introduced very gently to the multiverse and to quantum mechanics and astral traveling and lucid dreaming and things like that, and remote viewing. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. You might feel like you wake up and you're exhausted. You might feel like you wake up and a boot hit you in the face. That's okay. That's okay. I want you focusing on your future self with blinders on. Let there be a dumpster fire of the external reality. We know that that's happening. Vibe. 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 Walk away. We know this. We know this. Vibe. 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 You will have the support that you need. Vibe. You just gotta go out into the world. It's gem season. I don't care. This is the way we do things during gem season. Is there one card that this group could benefit from seeing for the last card? There you go. It's scary AF. We literally are co-creating. We know this language, but I cannot deny, and I experienced this too, how terrifying it is for our human beings, our human physical avatars. So like, oh yeah, we're just experiencing like solar energy that we've never experienced in this world. And we're being upgraded on a DNA level from like the farthest stars in the universe. Oh my God, casual. But then when you're feeling it, so intense. It's so intense. I'm right there with you. I love you. How did this make you feel? What questions do you have for me? Please comment them below. Let the group know what you're experiencing, what you're going through. If you don't feel safe and comfortable and confident to do that here on YouTube, please just send me a line, send me an email. My email is always in the description. And yeah, let me know if you need anything.